Manzanar was one of 10 incarceration camps that the United States had established after Executive Order 9066 was signed on February 19th, 1942.
What's so significant about it is that it took away a part of life. It's kind of sad to think that my grandfather, he was in the camps, he's younger than I am now. And to have to go through that experience, have everything taken away from you under the guise of you're being protected, it's traumatizing.
This year is the 25th anniversary of it being named a National Historic Site, for it to be a sign saying this happened and don't forget that this happened.
You need to go to the location to see just what we put our people through. These were people who were Americans. 70% of the Japanese who had been forcibly removed were Americans, and they were imprisoned wrongfully.
The fear is very palpable. The distrust in the community is scary, to say the least, and it's not something that I would have expected in my own generation.
And I think it's really unfair for people to treat others with disrespect, even though they've shown their loyalty to the country.
It's an unfortunate reality that while Trump was campaigning and while he was elected, there were jokes around the community saying, hey, if I end up in a camp, come visit me. And I've heard that from family members, I've heard that from friends, and I think that it's really unfortunate that it can become a reality because it's happened before.
So Manzanar At Dusk is co-hosted by 4 Nikkei student union schools, Cal Poly Pomona, Cal State Long Beach, UCLA, and also UCSD. And all the student leaders have worked really hard to put this on for all the participants.
In our program, we're going to commemorate the Japanese American incarcerees and discuss how that applies to the current political climate. The program will consist of personal stories to reflect the emotions and hardships the Japanese Americans went through, followed by small group discussions and open mic session.
It's open to the public because it's very important that not only those within the JA community know about this, it's also very important that those outside the community remember this and learn about this, because as we can see, if we don't learn about it in our history classes, we're not going to know what happened.
Yeah, there doesn't even have to be people around me. I recommend it for pretty much anybody. Or not, actually anybody in the world needs to visit Manzanar, because it's an important lesson that should be learned by everybody.
They pretty much turned a desert into a thriving community at the end of 4 years.
Without the pilgrimage, it's not real. You don't go to these locations. It's just a picture, it's just a photo, it's just a word or even a title of a book.
So you should definitely come out on April 29th, 2017, which is a Saturday. Following the Manzanar Pilgrimage, you definitely won't regret it.